Welcome to Sheikh Hamdan's Fans official channel, your premier destination for the latest updates on Sheikh Hamdan and the royal family dynamics. Today, we're honored to share with you a heartfelt poem by Sheikh Hamdan, a poignant reflection on love, family, and the complexities of tradition. In this emotional poem, Sheikh Hamdan recounts the challenging conversation with his father regarding his fiancée. Despite anticipating his father's disapproval, nothing could have prepared him for the harsh reality. His father's words, though well-intentioned, cut deep, questioning the wisdom of his choice. Sheikh Hamdan's father, a man built on principles of control and perfection, struggles to accept his son's unconventional choice. He envisions a partner with the right background, connections, and future prospects. However, Sheikh Hamdan's fiancée defies these expectations, embracing her independence, stubbornness, and unapologetic individuality. The weight of his father's words hangs heavy, a poignant reminder of the enduring power of love and tradition. Sheikh Hamdan grapples with the consequences of his choice, aware that his decision will forever alter the course of his life. Every word, every glance, and every moment feels like a test of his resolve, a challenge to remain true to his heart. My father's eyes were watching, searching for a glimmer of doubt, a hint of uncertainty. He wondered if I would succumb to the weight of tradition, if I would choose the path of obligation over the whispers of my heart. But he doesn't grasp the truth that I do. He doesn't know the way she ignites a fire within me, a flame that flickers with every beat of my heart. He doesn't understand that with her by my side, I am more than just a name, more than just a legacy to uphold. She reminds me of the beauty of simplicity, of the freedom to be myself. He doesn't comprehend that she is my solace, my refuge from the chaos of the world. When the burdens of expectation threaten to consume me, she is the one who teaches me to breathe again, to find peace in the midst of turmoil. My father doesn't know that love is not a transaction, not a bargain to be struck, but a choice, a commitment to cherish and honor another soul. It's about finding someone who makes life worth living, and I found her. But now, I'm faced with a choice that could alter the course of my life forever. My father's words still resonate in my mind, a stark reminder of the consequences of following my heart. "She's not the kind of woman you marry," he said, his tone devoid of emotion, yet laced with conviction. "You're making a choice you can't take back." His words cut deep, implying that love is something that requires validation, something that can be measured and quantified. But I know better. I don't need his approval to know what's real. When I look at her, I know. The weight of his disapproval is crushing, but it's not enough to deter me. I wish he had yelled, lost his temper, anything but the calm, cold demeanor that suggests he's already written me off. He thinks love is fleeting, that passion fades, and commitment isn't enough. He believes our future will crumble because it's not built on his definition of stability. But he doesn't know her. He doesn't know us. She understands the implications of my choice, and yet she remains silent, not trying to sway me or convince me that my father is wrong. Her silence speaks volumes. It's a testament to her strength, her trust in me, and her faith in our love. I know what I have to do. I'll follow my heart, no matter the cost. She stood before me, a serene and silent presence, her eyes watching, waiting. For in that moment, she understood the gravity of our situation. This wasn't merely a choice between love and duty. It was a reckoning with the weight of legacy, the burden of my family's name, and the expectations that had been ingrained in me since birth. She knew that if I chose her, I would be risking the loss of everything I had ever known. The door to my family's legacy, once closed, might never open again. The thought hung in the air, a poignant reminder of the sacrifices that love sometimes demands. And yet, she refused to ask me to choose between her and my family. Her silence was a gift, a testament to the depth of her love and her trust in me. She knew that I had to make this decision on my own, that I had to weigh the costs and benefits of following my heart. Her voice is barely above a whisper. She speaks, but the words are unnecessary. I already know the path I must take, the choice that will forever alter the course of my life. The crossroad stretches before me, two distinct paths beckoning. One road is paved with familiarity, a life predetermined by my father's expectations. It's a path of convenience, of practicality, where love is reduced to a logical equation, stripped of its passion and fire. I could take that road, slip back into the mold, and marry someone who meets the criteria. But then I look at her, and my heart rebels against the thought. I see the future in her eyes, a future built on love, not logic. I know that I must fight for her, for us, for the love that burns within me. In that moment, there's no hesitation, no doubt. I'm willing to risk everything, even my father's approval, to be with her. I may be forced to surrender the life I was destined for, but if I lose her, I'll lose the very essence of myself. My father's words still linger, a relentless storm that refuses to subside. Yet, I remain resolute, for I know that loving her is not a mistake. The pressure to abandon her is palpable, the weight of my father's expectations threatening to crush me. He envisioned a life for me, a carefully orchestrated future where every decision is dictated by logic, and emotions are relegated to the shadows. But I refuse to conform to this illusion. For me, this isn't just about love, it's about autonomy, about shattering the chains of control that have bound me for so long. If I choose her, I'm not just defying my father's expectations, I'm reclaiming my right to live, to love, and to be. She stands before me, a silent pillar of strength, her eyes radiating a quiet hope, a fear she dare not express. The unspoken question hangs in the air, will you choose me? But she's not asking me to turn my back on my father, she's asking if I'm willing to stand up for us, for our love, and for the life we're meant to build together. And how could she ever doubt? For I know, deep within my soul, that I would move mountains, shatter illusions, and defy the world to be with her. As I stood at the crossroads, I knew that my heart had already charted its course. My father's attempt to dictate my destiny only strengthened my resolve. The words, "You can't have both," still lingered in the air, but I refused to be swayed. I had discovered a love that was worth fighting for, a love that ignited a fire within me. I was no longer willing to be held captive by the expectations of others. My father's ultimatum had inadvertently, with an unwavering conviction, I made my choice. I took her hand, feeling the warmth of her touch, and knew that I would never let go. I met my father's gaze, my eyes locked on his, and declared my independence. "I will not be bound by your approval," I said, my voice firm and resolute. "I will forge my own path, one that is guided by the beating of my own heart." The silence that followed was a testament to the power of my words. In that moment, I knew that I had truly come alive. I had discovered a strength within myself that I never knew existed. I was no longer the puppet of others, but the master of my own destiny. As I stand at the precipice, I'm drawn to the woman beside me, her presence a gentle reminder of the choice I must make. The fragile thread that binds my father and me is fraying, the tension between us palpable. Years of expectations and obligations have stretched our bond thin, but it's the weight of history that's ultimately snapping it. It's not that I don't love him, it's that love shouldn't come with conditions. My father's question hangs in the air, his voice a delicate balance of anger and calm. "You really think you know better than me?" I meet his gaze, my heart steady, as I reply, "I think I know what makes me happy." His jaw tightens, but I don't look away. For the first time, I'm not seeking his approval, I'm simply speaking my truth. The woman beside me watches, waits, her fingers still intertwined with mine. She hasn't spoken a word, but her presence is a testament to the power of silence, a reminder that sometimes, it's not what we say, but what we do, that speaks the loudest. She knows this is my battle to fight, my decision to make. I squeeze her hand, and in that moment, she understands. I'm not acting out of desperation or defiance, but out of conviction. I'm certain of my choice, and I'm willing to stand by it. My father's words hang in the air, a promise rather than a threat. "If you marry her, don't expect me to be there." I take a deep breath, and my response is calm, resolute. "Then I guess that's your choice, Dad. Just like this is mine." The moment hangs between us, sharp and unforgiving. I know what I've just done, and I know there's no turning back. My father made his statement, and I've made mine. The silence that settles between us is heavy, the kind that doesn't fade easily. I don't know if my father is waiting for me to change my mind or if he's already written me off. But I do know one thing. This is the moment everything shifts. I've chosen her, and he's chosen to let me go. The look in his eyes is one of disappointment, but I'm not swayed. There was a time when I would have done anything to avoid this moment, to see pride in his eyes instead of disappointment. But that time is gone. Now, when I look at him, I see a man who would rather lose his son than accept the woman I love. And if that's the case, then maybe he never really knew me at all. She stands beside me, her hand still clasped in mine. That alone is enough. While one part of my world is crumbling, another part, the most important part, is standing stronger than ever. She doesn't need to say a word, her presence is all the reassurance I need. I am resolute in my decision, and I would make it again without hesitation. The words that seal our fate are spoken with eerie calmness. You're making a mistake. My father's parting words hang in the air, a cold, calculated assessment of my choice. No anger, no shouting, just a detached finality that suggests he genuinely believes I'll eventually come to share his doubts. But I won't. As I gaze into her eyes, the woman who has unwaveringly stood by me, loved me unconditionally, and chosen me when my own father wouldn't, I know with absolute certainty that she is not my mistake, she is my destiny. No matter what my father thinks, no matter how vehemently he disagrees, I will not relinquish her. She is the future I've chosen, the love I've fought for, and the life I'm committed to building. My father's disapproval may have severed our bond, but it will never diminish the love I share with her.